So I decided to make some kettle corn. I made it another time or two, but I watched a few more videos, see if I can do a better job. Now I put a quarter cup of oil in there, which is supposed to be about 5 tablespoons. And I turned the heat on 8, which should be a medium high. And I forgot to flip the little lever, so it was just heating up in the center instead of the whole big ring. So now it should heat up a little faster. So once those kernels pop, I'll know the oil's hot enough. I'll dump in my half a cup of popcorn. Now I guess they use a special popcorn called mushroom popcorn for kettle corn because it gets fluffier. I'm just using regular old yellow corn, Jolly Time popcorn, so maybe it'll be okay. Now once you dump the popcorn in, then you dump the sugar in, and then you just start shaking your pan back and forth. And when it quits popping, slows down quite a bit, take the lid off, take it off the heat, and dump it into a bowl. That way you won't burn the bottom. So let me wait till this thing starts popping, and well, you know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to shake it back and forth like this. I'm going to put some gloves on so I don't burn my hand. Let's see how this stuff turns out. I got my hot pad holders out. I like them. They're short. They're easy to get on and off. And they protect your hand because this is going to get pretty hot here in a minute. So the kernels are starting to pop, so I'm going to dump the rest of it in there. I dumped in the popcorn. When you should have about 1 kernel deep. Mine is clumping up because of the sugar, but you don't want 2 or 3 kernels deep of popcorn. It'll be too much. I saw one guy, he put the oil in, and when it started getting hot, he dumped in the sugar so it could start melting. But everybody else puts the sugar in after they put the popcorn in. And of course, when you put the popcorn in, then it starts cooling off. So it's got to heat back up. And it wasn't heating up very good, so I went ahead and put it on high. So let's see what this bad boy does. Still waiting. I guess it has to heat back up since it cooled off with the sugar and the popcorn. Maybe I should vent it a little bit. Oh, now she's starting to go. So once it starts going, it should pop pretty good. So I'll put my gloves back on and keep shaking it. I like to get kettle corn every time I go to a fair or something like that, but once in a while you can find it in the store also. I'm going to start making my own. It's a lot cheaper. Well, I almost made more than the bowl would hold. Now what I did is, when it seemed like it really slowed down, I shut the heat off, took the lid off, and dumped it into the bowl. Otherwise, as you can see, there's one right there that's kind of burning. If you leave it sit on there on that, ouch, that's hot. That sugar is a little toasty. Anyway, I made a little mess. Tastes good. It's not overly sweet. That turned out a lot better than the one I did last night. The one I did last night was kind of burnt looking. It didn't taste burnt, but it was really brown. They didn't pop very good. So, not quite sure what I did wrong there. Maybe not enough oil. But you definitely want to flip that into the bowl as quick as possible when it slows down, because otherwise, I'm sure you're going to end up with a bunch of burnt popcorn. But it turned out good. Yep, and it tastes good. Slightly sweet. Some guys sprinkled a little salt on it. I don't think I'll even bother. Well, thanks for watching. Hope this helps somebody make some homemade kettle corn.